inverse. Suppose we represent the distance measured in the right direction by the plus sign and the distance measured in the left direction with the minus sign. Now imagine if a car travels in a distance of 9/4 km in the right direction and then turns a distance of 3/4 km in the left direction, how can the distance from the initial position to the final position be obtained? Think. Absolutely right. Here we have to sum the distances covered in both the cases. In mathematics, we will denote this by 9/4 plus minus 3/4. Here, the distance of 9/4 km is fixed in the right direction, so it is denoted by positive rational number. While the distance of 3/4 km is fixed in the left direction, so it is called negative rational number. Let us find the result of the sum of these rational numbers on the number line. First of all, we will draw a number line assuming 1 km distance as a unit and mark the integers with 0 on it. Now we see that the denominator of both rational numbers is 4. The number written in place of the denominator tells how many equal parts of the unit have been made, such that the number written in place of the denominator here 4 tells us that each unit is divided into 4 equal distances. So we will make 4 equal parts of each unit distance of the number line. Now we can mark 1/4, 2/4, 3/4 to the right of 0, thus rational numbers. Similarly, to the left of 0, we can write rational numbers -1/4, -2/4, -3/4. Now, let us sum the given numbers. Here, the first number is 9/4. So, we will find the place 9/4. 9/4 is a positive rational number, so its position is 9 steps to the right of 0. Now we will look at the second number. If the second number is positive, we move to the right. But if it is negative, we move to the left. Like -3/4 here is a negative rational number. Being negative, we will now walk 3 steps to the left of 9/4 on the number line. With this, we will reach the number 6/4. Therefore, 9/4 plus -3/4 is equal to 6/4. Imagine if we had to add these rational numbers without the number line, how would we do this? Absolutely right. Their sum is done in the same way as the sum of fractions, but while doing this, we need to take care of the signs. Like here, we see that the denominator of the two rational numbers is the same, so we will keep it same for every result and add the numerators of both rational numbers to find the result of the fraction. Here 9 plus -3 is equal to 6, so we get the result 6/4 and it is a positive rational number. Using this technique, we can say that the car is 6/4 km to the right from its starting point. If the car traveled 9/4 km in the right direction and then 7/2 km in the left direction, how far would it have been from the starting point? Think about it. Here also, we have to add distances in both cases, which will express by this operation 9/4 plus -7/2. Now we will be able to add these two rational numbers only when each of their denominator is equal. To make the denominator equal, we find the LCM of the denominators of both rational numbers. We will receive here LCM of 4 and 2 is 4. Denominator of 9/4 is already 4, so we will not make any change in it. But it is not 4 in the case of -7/2. To do so, we multiply the numerator -7/2 by 2 and denominator by 2. This will give us the rational number -14/4. Here we are getting 4 as well as the value of the rational number is not changing because both the numerator and denominator of -7/2 is multiplied by the same number. Now we can add them. Here we will write the same common denominator of the 2 in the result and sum the numerators to get the numerator 9 plus -14 is equal to -5. Thus, the result of the sum of the numbers given is -5/4. When we talk about the sum of rational numbers, another important situation comes out here. This means that the final position of the car will be at a distance of 5/4 km left of the initial position. Suppose a car starts from its starting point and runs for a distance of 9 by 4 km to the right and then moves the same distance to the left, then it will reach which place? Think about it. Exactly. The car will again reach its starting point. That is, 9 by 4 plus minus 9 by 4 is equal to 0. Thus, if the sum of any two rational numbers is 0, they are called additive inverse of each other. If we look at the location of 9 by 4 and the location of minus 9 by 4 from 0, they are equally spaced in opposite directions. Therefore, we can also say that if any two rational numbers with respect to 0 are equally spaced in opposite directions, they are called additive inverse of each other. The additive inverse of a rational number is obtained by changing its sign. So now you must have understood the additive inverse. Thus, today we learned addition and additive inverse of rational numbers. In the next video, we will get to know them better. In this example, we have to find the sum of both negative rational numbers. Here we see that the denominator of each of the two rational numbers is not the same, so let us make it equal. Here, the LCM of 16 and 12 is 48, so we will change the denominators of both numbers to 48. If we multiply both the numerator and the denominator of minus 13 by 16 by 3, we will get the rational number minus 39 by 48. Similarly, multiplying both the numerator and the denominator of minus 9 by 12 by 4 will give us the rational number minus 36 by 48. Since denominators are equal, we can sum them. The result of their sum will be minus 75 by 48. To express it in the standard form, we see that the common factor of 75 and 48 is HCF 3, so we will divide both numerator and denominator by 3. The result of division will be minus 25 by 16. This is the answer to the given question. Example 2. Suppose the rise in temperature is denoted by the positive sign and the fall by the negative sign. On this basis, find the solution to the following question. Rahul's room temperature was 26 1 by 2 degrees Celsius. If the room temperature increases by 3 1 by 7 degrees Celsius, what will be the temperature of the room after the increase? The example shows that the initial temperature is equal to 26 1 by 2 degrees Celsius. So here, we can say that the temperature has increased by 3 1 by 7 degrees Celsius. In this way, to find the temperature after the room temperature changes, we need to add the increase in the initial temperature. So let's find the result of 26 1 by 2 plus 3 1 by 7. First, we will express the rational number as the numerator divided by denominator. The number 26 1 by 2 can be expressed as 53 by 2 and 3 1 by 7 as 22 by 7. Now we will add them. First, we will make the denominator equal using the method of LCM of 2 and 7, that is 14, so we multiply both the numerator and denominator of 53 by 2 by 7 so that we get the corresponding rational number 371 by 14. Similarly, if we multiply both the numerator and the denominator of 22 by 7 by 2, we will get its corresponding rational number, then we add them. For this, we will keep the same denominator for each and add numerator. From this, we achieve the result 415 by 14. We can also express this as 29 9 by 14. We can solve this in another interesting way. We have 26 complete digit in 26 1 by 2 and 1 by 2 is not a complete digit. So we can write it as 26 plus 1 by 2. Similarly, 3 1 by 7 can be written as 3 plus 1 by 7. That is, 26 1 by 2 plus 3 1 by 7 is equal to 26 plus 1 by 2 plus 3 plus 1 by 7. We can write 26 plus 3 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 7, which is equal to 29 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 7. Now we will add 1 by 2 plus 1 by 7. We will do this as follows. Now we will put 29 and 9 by 14 together, so that we get the result 29 9 by 14. Isn't this the fun method? Today we have seen examples of the sum of rational numbers. In the next video, we will see some mistakes related to them. Misconception 1. The teacher asked the children the additive inverse of 7 by 8. To this, Tara replied 8 by 7. Sameer replied 0 and Shreya replied minus 7 by 8. Can you tell which of these is correct? Some children do not have the correct understanding of additive inverse. They understand that the inverse of a rational number is obtained by replacing the numerator and denominator of that number with each other. As Tara had stated, the additive inverse of 7 by 8 is 8 by 7. But this is a wrong understanding. So Tara's answer is wrong. That is, option 1 is the wrong answer. Similarly, some children memorize the explanation of additive inverse and they do not understand its meaning. Due to the use of 0 in the interpretation, children often assume that 0 is an additive inverse of any number. But this is also not a correct understanding. So option 2 is also the wrong answer. If the sum of any two rational numbers is 0, then they are called additive inverse of each other. Or we can also say that if two rational numbers are equally spaced in opposite directions from 0, then they are additive inverse of each other. Since we get 0 when we add minus 7 by 8 to 7 by 8, the additive inverse of 7 by 8 is minus 7 by 8. Hence, option 3 is the correct answer. Misconception 2. Find minus 3 by 5 plus minus 1 by 5. Some children make simple mistakes while adding rational numbers. Like some children ignore the signs and jump to 4 by 5. In the same way, they also have the misconception that negative and negative is positive, that is, the sum of two negative rational numbers will be positive. This is also a reason that they give wrong answer to option 1. The correct understanding here is that it is necessary to take care of the signs of numbers while doing addition. Note that the sum of two positive rational numbers is positive, the sum of two negative rational numbers is negative. If there is a positive and a negative rational number, then the sum takes the sign of the rational number whose value without the symbol is larger. Here both are negative rational numbers, so the sum will be negative. Therefore, the sum minus 4 by 5 will be obtained here, that is option 2 is the correct answer. Some children get fraction of the result minus 3 plus minus 1 is equal to minus 4 by adding fractions while doing addition. Similarly, by adding denominators, we get 5 plus 5 is equal to 10 as the result. In this way, they get the result minus 4 by 10. This is also a misunderstanding whereby option 3 gives this incorrect answer. This false belief arises due to lack of proper understanding of part and whole. Let's get a better understanding of this here. We have 1 by 4 and 2 by 4. If we put them together, we will get 3 by 4 and not 3 by 8. So now your misconceptions related to rational numbers must have been removed. Today we saw some misconceptions related to the sum of rational numbers.